night of the opening premiere? Well, I guess we're about to find out.
My very dear audience, before our merry band begins, please allow me, the MC, to speak to you, because I have something serious to say to you. You've all made your way here for many different reasons. Some of you want fleeting amusement, haven't laughed in a long time, and traveled all the way from Paderborn to Dortmund. Some have come because they have nothing better to do. No sooner they have sat down, they begin yawning. Theatre, says another, is a cultural must for me. Another wants to take his girlfriend for a meal after the play. And a fifth wants to be educated, wants to experience high art. Up here on stage, everybody will soon be giving their best, believe me. Maybe it will work out. We have indeed rehearsed a lot for it. But without you, we may not hit the right note. So I ask you, and it's not a big thing, to consider our play imaginative.
Stop, stop, stop. It's just not possible. It's too long.
What's too long?
Well, our play. The entire script is massive, and the title takes up almost an entire page. The really long and descriptive version of the story of the persecution and assassination of Sir Tempest Fudget, as performed by the young thespians, inmates of the Asylum of Carator, under the direction of Jean-Paul Sartre and Mano Möller.
Great title. So it's too long? Theatre can take all night. The ancient Greeks, for example, managed to stretch it to 24 hours.
Yeah, but we are not the ancient Greeks, but the modern thespians, and I have to get up at 6 tomorrow morning to go to university.
But the audience, we cannot disappoint our audience.
You really want to sit through 3 hours of amateur dramatics?
Well, that depends.
On what?
On the acting skills, of course.
Ah.
There are actors, well, you can forget time and space.
Yeah, but you don't forget wooden chairs.
You should at least ask the audience.
That has already happened. Bethany, the results, please.
One moment, please. Well, when asked the question, how long should the play be this evening, 85% of our audience answered, keep it short and sweet.
14% think if you don't even know yourselves, then you'd better stop immediately.
And we have one abstention.
What do you mean, one abstention?
He'd already fallen asleep, so I didn't want to disturb him.
To the question, what do you want to do afterwards? 62% answered watch television, 12% said go for a pizza.
And 8% said it's none of your business.
And what are we going to do now?
Well, we'll cut the play.
Cut it?
Hey! What are you talking about? We are not cutting anything. At least not anything to do with my art. And definitely nothing to do with mine.
I fight for each word. That's interference in the freedom of art. You spend weeks learning your lines, and what happens? You cut!
In your case, that might not be a bad idea.
What do you mean?
Your part is much too dominant anyway.
Oh, let's just try, shall we?
And you think that anybody will actually understand anything anymore?
It's modern theater. Nobody understands there anything anyway. So, hurry up, everybody get into position. Let's start.
nature, the peace, the loneliness.
I agree. And look, the full moon.
I love the full moon.
How long do we know each other, Miss Monahan?
I don't know, Mr. Mullet.
But I know. On the day you came into the loans department of our bank, I stood behind the counter. Bells started ringing.
The tin or the alarm?
Neither, Miss Monahan, neither. My heart.
Ah,
Deep down inside me, that's where bells rang.
tell me, have you completed the half-yearly counting on the current accounts yet?
But let's talk about other things now, Miss Monahan.
I'm just asking.
Why don't you call me Sebastian?
Esther,
You know, two people like us on such a day, they should.
you know, it really won't leave me in peace.
What won't leave you in peace?
The thing with the current accounts.
But Elspeth, two people like us on such a day, your hair, your face, your hands.
We have to get them ready by the day after tomorrow.
What do we have to get ready?
The current accounts.
When are we going to see each other again?
Well, tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the cashier's room, I guess.
Not tomorrow evening?
Do you want to close the bank during the day?
No, I just, the two of us in private.
Stop. It won't work like this. This takes too complicated. It takes too long. It has to be much simpler. No detours. Just try it again, okay?
Oh, Miss Monahan, you're out here!
Yes, Mr. Mullet. I love the nature, the peace, the loneliness, the moon and all that stuff.
Me too, and I especially like you.
I feel the same, Mr. Mullet. Tell me, have you dealt with the current accounts already?
Yes, I love doing things like that, and I love you.
Mr. Mullet.
Miss Monahan. Just call me Sebastian. When are we getting married?
Well, tomorrow's not possible. I still need to deal with the current accounts. What about now?
Gladly, Elspeth. Let's go.
Your relatives have behaved disgracefully.
Please, don't blame me.
They attacked the buffet like a bunch of savages, and your mother was leading the charge.
Elspeth, leave Mother out of it. You can be glad that we can live with her. For a start. What's the matter, Elspeth?
I think I'm having a baby.
Oh, Elspeth, I'm so happy.
Quick, get me to the hospital. Sebastian,
What is it?
hurry up now. We need to go home. William wants to be fed.
We should register him in school. Do you think grammar school will be best for him?
That's a good idea. He could do his A-levels within a year.
Of course. You know how time flies.
Was that okay?
Brilliant. It was perfect. Can we have the other family on now? Meeting, marrying, having children. We just leave that out. We go right to the holidays.
I must protest. A holiday is a holiday. You can shorten something like that. I insist on 3 weeks.
Okay, have it your way. But you need to shorten it a little and fasten everything up, okay?
Finally, we're on a holiday. Finally, got some peace and quiet.
Yes, finally, so happy and warm. Oh, thanks. What day is it today?
Monday.
Oh, it's so easy to forget the time. No appointments, no hurry.
Can I get to the water, Dad?
Of course, but be careful.
The sun is wonderful today, isn't it?
Yes. Let's enjoy the day.
Relax, Hubert.
We need to the ranger.
Timmy, come on, we can come back tomorrow.
That wasn't bad.
Thanks.
But could you speed it up a little more? We can save a lot of time, especially in this scene. Just imagine yourself in that situation.
Okay.
Finally, we're not holding. Finally, got some peace and quiet.
Yes, finally, it's not hectic anymore.
But what's the second ranger?
Thanks. What day is it today?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's so easy to forget the time. No appointments, no hurry.
Can I get to the water, Dad?
Of course, but be careful.
The sun is wonderful today, isn't it?
Yes, let's enjoy the day.
Oh, relax, Hubert.
We need to the ranger.
Timmy, come on, we can come back tomorrow.
Finally, we're not holding. Finally, got some peace and quiet.
Yes, finally. Finally, it's not so hectic anymore.
Well, what's the second ranger?
Oh, thanks. What day is it today?
Wednesday.
Oh, it's so easy to forget the time. No appointments, no hurry.
Can I get to the
Of
water,
course,
Dad?
but be careful.
Oh, the sun is wonderful today, isn't it?
Yes, let's enjoy the day.
Oh, relax, Hubert.
We need to the ranger.
Timmy, come on, we can come back tomorrow.
Okay, stop. That's enough. Where are we now?
It's the end of the first act.
It would have taken Shakespeare or Goethe about an hour.
Took us about 15 minutes.
Good. And what does the audience think?
80% are ecstatic, 10% are overwhelmed.
But that's mainly the elderly and minors. And 10% think we should speed up a bit more.
When asked, what does this remind you of? 30% stated, ITV2, and 40% said home.
And the rest said, none of your business.
Thanks, Bethany. We'll continue with the waiting room scene now. Next, please. The next. The next. The next, please.
Okay, wait a minute. The audience feels the scene is completely overdone and wants you to slow down.
They say it's completely unrealistic.
But why? We didn't do anything wrong. Well, if they don't believe you, we just show them what it looks like in the surgery.
Next, please. What can I do for you? Which health insurance company? Private?
NHS.
Okay, your problem. Where?
What?
Since when?
Since...
Any itching, tingling, stiffness, a stabbing or burning sensation?
You mean...
Exactly.
Yes, but...
What but?
Yes, but...
Undress.
Here?
Where else?
Yes, but...
Undress.
Now?
In this case, needing to undress.
In what case?
In your case,
In my case?
in your case, completely unnecessary and time consuming.
Yes, but...
What but?
But,
That will go away.
go away.
3 times.
3 times?
Daily with your meals. Goodbye. Next, please.
be a director at some point of time, just check the play before you actually rehearse it. Maybe look it up online or just choose something easy. I don't know. And if you meet them, they're not even on stage. I don't think we'll get out of here in time, I'm sorry. Take a little longer than expected. Prince and princess?
Ouch! It's not possible. It's stuck.
What's stuck?
The zip. I'm not ready yet. I can't come on stage like this.
We are out of time.
Well, I can't continue like this.
Okay, we'll set the scene at night then. Lights off, please.
That won't work. Oh, my princess, how lovely you look today. You flatter me, my prince. Don't say that, darling princess. Here in the bright sunlight, your hair shines like gold. And you got silk and satin. I can't continue like this.
What's wrong now?
Well, at this point I'm supposed to say, and I'm truly smitten with you, my mother has always wanted a young man like you as her son-in-law. What tailor do you use?
Yeah. No.
Direction?
Yes?
Is it possible to include a request from the audience?
We don't really have time for that.
That is important.
80% of the audience want to know what became of the family on holiday.
Surely they're at home by now.
Then please show us.
Alright. We might have a couple of minutes. Yeah. Action!
This is Timmy the Dingy.
Ooh,
This is Angela in the Dingy.
nice.
This is Angela on the beach.
Aw, this is Hubert in the dinghy. Aw,
This is Dad in the water.
aw,
This is Mom in the water.
nice.
This is Angela sitting on the beach.
Nice. This is Hubert sitting in the picture.
Okay, hurry up, please.
This is Timmy the Dingy.
Nice.
This is Angela in the Dingy.
Ooh.
This is Angela sitting on the beach.
Ah.
This is Hubert in the dinghy.
Oh,
This is Dad in the water.
nice.
This is Mom in the water.
Nice.
This is Angela sitting on the blanket.
This is Hubert sitting in the picture.
Alright, alright. Next scene, please. time-wise. We can play the next scene a little more slow. Action.
Only by training intensely for years.
We've managed.
To become the fastest.
And the best.
Fire brigade in the country.
Hooray! We are speedy.
We're dynamic.
We're punctual.
Hooray!
Hello? Fire brigade. Where's the fire? There's a fire?
What did he say?
There's a fire.
Why there's a fire? He doesn't know.
Ask him where the fire is.
Where's the fire? How do you know that?
Ask him if he's got proof.
He says he can smell it.
Perhaps it's just the oven. It often smells like that at my house.
Well, there are flames.
What did he say?
There are flames.
What can we do for you?
Tell him he shouldn't be sitting around phoning if the house is on fire.
Well, he's telling me that we should come. When would be a good time for you?
Well, today's bad, really bad.
Same here. Ask him if he can come, I don't know, the day after tomorrow.
Hello? No, he's put the phone down.
What a
What a
cheek.
And how do you feel about products, Georgina? Don't like them, not at all. Those dogs are much too large for me.
I really can't agree on that.
That's correct, Mr. Toodle, absolutely.
I mean, the Rottweiler is no taller than your boxer.
I have to agree with my husband. Our Brutus is about this tall.
Oh, please, don't pretend that you know anything about keeping pedigree dogs, Mrs. Toodle.
She knows quite a lot about you and Nero. Not surprising, really. This mutt spends a lot of his time in our garden.
So particularly in our Louise's sand pit.
So what he likes to dig?
Unfortunately, he likes to do his business there as well.
Did you hear that, Georgie? That's a barefaced lie.
I would rather think of it as an contamination.
Disgraceful mutt.
You take back the mud. This instant.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You out.
Papa, that was much fun.
Could you repeat that, please?
Everything.
No, Star, from where did you hear that, Georgie?
Did you hear that, Georgie?
That's a barefaced lie. I would rather think of it as a contamination.
Disgraceful mutt.
Take back the mud. This instant.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You lout.
No, it was still much too fast.
Please repeat it again.
Do we really need to repeat it?
Again.
Did you hear that, Georgie?
That's a barefaced lie. I would rather think of it as a contamination.
Disgraceful mutt.
Take back the mud.
dream of it.
You loud!
Ah!
No, you were standing in each other's way during his laugh.
And the audience in the back row can't see anything.
Really? Again?
Again.
Alright. Did you hear that, Georgie?
That's a bare-faced lie. I would rather think of it as a contamination.
Disgraceful mutt.
Take back the mud this instant!
I wouldn't dream of it.
You clod!
That was better, but Mrs. Ramsbottom used the wrong line at the end.
It needs to be loud, not clear.
Is that really so important?
Of course.
In theater, every word is important.
Did you hear that, Georgie?
That's a bare-faced lie. I would rather think of it as a contamination.
Disgraceful mutt.
Take back the mud this instant!
I wouldn't dream of it.
You loud!
I suppose it's better if we continue with the next scene.
It's no use anymore. We'll have to stop. We only have 5 minutes left for the remaining 4 scenes. It just doesn't work.
I can't believe it. There has to be a way to do this now. I don't think we should do that. Yeah.
Director,
Yeah?
I think we've come up with something how we could finish all the scenes. Can we try it?
Sure, but it's your responsibility. I go unlock the bag in case anything goes wrong.
Yes, sure. Okay.
I am not going to Blackpool without my flippers.
Hubert, you have got your snorkel.
I don't care if the schmuck stays here. I do need my flippers though.
But I want to go to Blackpool. Don't you start whining as well now. It's enough of Dad's making a fuss.
That really is the limit. Who complained about the Blackpool after all?
All I said was I'd rather go somewhere in the south, and that's my prerogative.
That's my feet. I'm not going to Blackpool in summer and south.
I want to go to Blackpool. It's not anymore. See me. I have to talk.
There's only one option.
One option?
We'll have to operate.
Operate.
Yes.
No.
But of course.
No.
There's no other option. Perhaps it's already too late.
But my appendix.
Exactly. That's what we're going in for.
My appendix.
It needs to come out.
But I don't have an appendix anymore. My prince, something dreadful has happened. You don't know my princess? No, my prince, our wedding. We're going to have to cancel it. My father wants to marry me to a frog. What was fortune to a frog? Yes, it's the truth, to a frog. Who is this frog? Tell me.
Why do you love scandals? How can you say something like that?
What did she say?
She loves scandals.
Parties are boring if there are no scandals.
Well, she has a point there. Recently, at the Coopers, somebody jumped into the swimming pool wearing a tuxedo.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about scandals. The day before yesterday at the Lotus house, they bombarded each other with ham rolls.
Why not hand rolls? They should have used a cream cakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody? Just very quick.
Something you know? Champagne? Oh, I know some champagne.
We have a couple of minutes left now.
Let's bow.
How about an encore?
Oh, no, we can't rely on that. That's the result of acting out everything so quickly.
I have a suggestion for the final minutes.
And what's that?
I've written the press review. Listen. Don't beat me.
I can't wait. Me neither.
A truly splendid performance at TU Dortmund, with their acting, the modern thespians were able to imbue enthusiasm in the audience. The audience was utterly convinced by the true-to-life acting of the young actress. But, to begin with, the MC, that's me, was able to excite with his fantastic monologue